Peace. And but I'm happy now. Now is a vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future, you know. Not going too far in the past. Right now, in that middle space. Uh, right now is a great time to clean up on all levels. We got these astrological energies supporting our growth, even though it may seem like it's not supporting, because I'm pretty sure, depending on who you ask, you know, different planets being in retrograde to some people may be a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? But with most negative situations, there are learning lessons, and teaching. So, but anyway, right now is a good time to clean, and I had this thought whenever I was looking at my YouTube channel, and I saw like that I had videos, like all these old videos and playlists from like when I first started my growth, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, they just sitting around, I'm not using. I'm like, man, it's time to clean up my little YouTube, delete all these videos I'm not using. Of course, I'm continuously dealing with my own channel as far as like making playlists for y'all, to make it easier, on that vibe. But definitely like, cleaning up that vibe. So again, like, downsizing on the playlist on my YouTube channel. But that's just one of many things. But like, say for instance, I'm following certain accounts on social media, there's no love loss or like, oh, you unfollow. Matter of fact, and honestly, if you dealing with somebody, that would feel that, like some kind of way because you unfollow them, then that answers your question right there to, where your mind was at with doing that, or, whatever the case may be. But, cleaning up, because that's the only way some things get into our track, and muck us up. Like a lot of us, we meditate and doing our thing, and of course we're a part of the world, so you're not supposed to hide from it, but there is that vibe of where you do have the free will in certain areas to, cut off certain avenues of negative energy. So like, say for instance, somebody that's always, some people caught in the matrix of the vibe, like say for instance, I no longer resonate as being a human, like black, white, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like I resonate with it enough to relate to people, to be on a human level, but I don't, I know that I'm a vibration on a human experience, so I don't lock myself into that construct, because I know that's what's gonna lock you into the construct. So, you got some people that's, with the traumatizing posts on Instagram, all these type of things. It's like, man, let me just unfollow that, which I had a situation with that, and with Mercury being in retrograde, I communicated it in a messed up way, in essence, like I didn't communicate right, and I ruffled somebody's feathers, but rightfully so. But I sent somebody a message about unfollowing them, but I was talking too much, I was saying too much. I should have just pressed the unfollow button, but anyway, but cleaning up on social media, cleaning up on like all levels, as far as like the house, the car, your book sack, your closet, cleaning out your phone with the old text messages, just all different, just cleaning up wherever there's old stagnant energy that you're no longer dealing with or working, or that you no longer want to deal with or work with. And we should be moving past that. It's basically like a spring cleaning, for our soul, in essence, just in all the different aspects of our life. Because in order to put new information into your cup, in order to put some new water in your cup, you got to empty out the old water that that been sitting beforehand. Make me think of a Zen story where the brethren, and I think I brought this up before, like with a brethren pouring the water in the cup and then it overfills, and the guy like, man, why you overfilling my cup? He was like, well, this is how you came to me with your cup full, and with your cup full, you won't be able to understand Zen, I won't be able to pour any Zen knowledge in your cup because this is already full, you know what I'm saying, full of skepticism, you know what I'm saying, full of all this other stuff. So you got to remove that in order to bring something new in. So that's another reason why the cleanup is good, not only energetically just for the benefit of your vibration in general, but it does allow for space for new things to move in. If you still holding on to that old car where like almost every other month the radiator plug messed up, or the brake pads or the rotors messing up, like all these different things, the car messing up, but you still like, but yeah, man, if I fix this and I put a little money on it here, it's like, man, if you don't find the right time to get rid of that car and move on to the next, like, you gotta move away from something in order, that's why it takes the leap of faith, because you gotta basically go into a situation with just believing that your higher self and inner source is gonna take care of you, which takes a lot of strength. That's where the meditation and the diet comes in. The reason why a lot of people doubt themselves is because their diet and meditation, because they lack meditation, because they got a lot of noise in their mind, and then the diet is adding to that noise because it's got some type of, lower vibrational vibe that's just creating negativity in essence. But and speaking of, food and meditation, detoxifying the body in general with the diet, So right now is a good time to, if you're already, eating just vegetables or eating healthy, in fact, I was about to say vegan, but I'm just like, all those labels. Humans. But anyway, what I was saying, yeah, if you're already eating healthier, then, just find ways where you may be able to eat lighter, whatever the case is, but almost to a point of fasting. Like right now, we damn near want to be fasting in some way, form, or fashion, eating less than what we was eating, And this may not be for, but at least for right now, you know what I'm saying? Because these energies coming through, helping us, but we gotta, as above, so below, we gotta be helping ourselves for something outside of us to help us, you know what I'm saying? We gotta show that we really want it, then outside of us gonna show us that, hey, all right, you really want it. And then in general, consuming things that's beneficial, just in general, I think about, with whatever you're listening to on a music level, you know what I'm saying? The media you're taking in. Matter of fact, like, as much as my ego want me to be nosy about, like, some of the little things that's going on between certain YouTubers, it's like, my humanity want me to be nosy, but my God head so strong in that area where it's like, nah, man, don't even look at it. Like, don't even fall into that loop. Because once you it's like opening a portal. Now you done open the portal, and now you watching this certain vibration, and now it's going to invite that vibration into your world to manifest physically, you know what I'm saying? You'll start dealing with that vibe. So, to y'all, because I know, look at me, I meditate and all that, my humanity still want to be nosy about certain little beefs and all this type of stuff, but it's like nah, man, stay. And there's a balance, you know what I'm saying? Because, that goes into bad, like, not running away from everything, but at the same time, if something is not as beneficial for your growth, because me personally, I feel like there's a lesson in everything. I feel like I could watch one of those videos and learn something from it, but just right now in this time, as I'm working on my inner universe, I don't need to add somebody else's stuff to my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already dealing with some, let me get out all the stuff that I'm dealing with right now, and transmute my energies instead of adding some more vibes that may not be as beneficial to my growth, So definitely, be careful, just be aware of what you're consuming on the media level, again, from the music to whatever videos you watch on YouTube, to the movies, just everything. Just be aware that you're not programming yourself in a non-beneficial manner. And remember that it's all about just that one. Like we are creatures of habit. Habitual. You do something once, and then it kind of, again, what neuroplasticity about, or the opposite of neuroplasticity is traveling down the same pathway in your brain all the time. You got to do something different. So if you always falling victim to eating that cookie, even though you're not, you're gonna continuously be in the loop until you just fucking say, ugh, like, nah, I'm not gonna eat that cookie, and then it creates a new loop. It's like, oh wait, we didn't eat the cookie today. All right, we can do in a new loop. You know what I'm saying? And of course, that urge gonna still. So say after that first day of not going with the cookie, that urge will still be there a little bit that second day, but you'll have more strength to say no the second day. And then that strength to say no just builds, as you, step away from these, these things that may be harming your growth. So again, it's all about taking that one simple step. One small decision could change your whole life. My small decision to just like, bam, I gotta quit snorting coke at this point. Like, bam. Like, unlike alcohol, which I kind of took my time weaning myself off of it, like with my cocaine habits, I had to like, like slice it, you know what I'm saying? Because I for myself, like, I just know, for me, we're all different, and but I knew that habit was just a little bit too overpowering. I had to just as much as the strong addiction power it had, I had to come with that knife to slice it off on some cold turkey vibes, But that one decision, come the next day, of course, I was still like, bro, I could use a little, basically, But that strength, now after making that first decision to stop, now I had kind of like a new developed strength there, that was like, nah, bro, stay strong on this. Like, if you stay with it today, then this strength gonna become basically almost that voice like, hey, this strength that I am inside of you, I will become stronger if you stand up today, and then I'll be stronger tomorrow, and then the next, So it's about making that decision to just, to stop whatever, whatever is hindering you. You just go with it. And on the cleaning up level, it's just small steps on that level. You in the house, just one, like, where you always ignoring the clutter and junk in the crib, something like that. Just one time, just straighten up one part of the house, or one area or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That one small step gonna create a habit. So, like the mind, like I remember for the first time we cleaned up the book sack yesterday. It's gonna be looking for that habit to come back around. And that's where that's where the neuroplasticity come in when you're doing new things, creating new neural pathways. But that's basically it, cleaning up on all levels right now, because it all counts. Everything holds a vibration, so that old paper in your book sack holds a vibration. Matter of fact, speaking of that, cleaning up, also a little exercise to deal with, writing down all the things that you may fear. And ain't nothing like, in order to know there's a problem, you gotta acknowledge it. So it's not about running away, from like it's like. And I'm sorry, I had a little moment. It's not like you're what was I gonna say? I can't believe I fell out of that thought like that. I was about to speak on fear. Cause I got, and what popped into my head, what really threw me off, honestly, was that I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a video speaking on fear, but then in this moment I was like toggling between doing it right now, and then I just kind of lost my train of thought in that moment. Oh, damn! Thank you. And when I say thank you, it's funny, that's a habit, but it's like higher self inside of me.
Thank you.
Look inside of me. But writing down your fears on a sheet of paper, like all the things that you, and keeping it real, like you know what you fear, you know what I'm saying? Like I have the fear of becoming famous and like and possibly losing my soul. I got the fear of you know, having a certain popularity level and not being able to connect with my family. Like I fear that, you know what I'm saying? That's part of why, you know, things haven't, you know, just like that, because I got that resistance in my subconscious still. And that's the thing, no matter how much you could say and talk a good game, is really, you know, with your regular conscious, is about the subconscious, you know what I'm saying? But again, back to the exercise, writing down your fears on a sheet of paper, you know, all the things that you fear. Like I fear this, I fear that. And then taking that piece of paper, one, you could, before you even do that, you could cross a big circle, and then one, you know how they just say no little sign, or say no to something, there's a circle with a little cross, like the Ghostbuster sign. And then, you know, but most importantly, taking that paper and then folding it up, ball it up, however you want to do it, and then lighting it, setting it on fire, you know. As a matter of fact, make sure you're doing this in a safe place, of course. I don't want to, like, a bunch of buildings have been burning down because people doing spiritual exercise. We don't want that, you know what I'm saying? But you know, but burn that sheet of paper and just let it, you know, burn all the way through, you know, and envision all those fears leaving you, you know, leaving your body as you're burning that sheet of paper. Like feel yourself as you're writing those fears, like that you're actually putting it into those words, into the ink as you're writing it. Like bring it all the way out, and don't lie to yourself. Oh, you know, you know what it is about what you want to grow from and what you fear, and lying to yourself, it only makes it worse. And as we're growing and going further, you know, into our you know, this higher awareness, you know, it's becoming harder and harder to try to lie to yourself and ignore what you need to fix. Okay? So just stay aware of that. But peace, man. Happy now. Now is a vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now.